Hi there to all my chalky friends. This is Susan Timchak. I am a designer with Couture, and I wanted to share with you a fun project that I'm about to undertake. I was going to do it without the camera, but I thought, you know what, why not do it with the camera and to show everybody what Couture is all about. I'm an independent designer with Couture, and it involves using transfers, Chalkology paste. We also have Couture ink, which you can use. There's a variety of different types of ways you can use this, including on walls, on ceramic, on glass, on furniture, on walls, on shirts, bags, you name it, depending on what you want to put a transfer on. We also have alphabets where you can personalize items. Everybody's into personalizing their things. Maybe you have a certain cabinet in your kitchen or something that needs a little sprucing up, and you can even do it on your glass storm door. And the best part of it is that it washes off just with water. Unless you want it to remain permanent, then you would have to spray a clear spray on it, and it will make it absolutely perfect and washable and there all the time. So yeah, be sure to check me out over at stampandsuecreates.chalkcouture.com. You can also find me on Facebook at Stamp and Sue Creates Chalk Talk. So be sure to head on over to those outlets and check it out. Check out our brand new catalog that came out, and if this is something that you love and you see yourself spending more than $99, check all about our brand new kit that was just released. July 1st was the kit. July 2nd was a brand new upcoming catalog. Lots of new fun things. And how about a 50% off on your first purchase? And after that, 40% off on everything. So do it as a business. Do it just for you. Do it for if you love creating. Give it a try. If you're interested in learning more, you want to give a sampler a try, give me a call. Send me an email, stampandsuecreates@gmail.com, and we can get together and I can show you how to do it, or gather some friends together and let's make it a party. Nothing better than making it a party and having friends and family together. So onward. The transfer I'm using, this is called Farmhouse, and I have it all cut apart. It's a fairly large assortment of different types of transfers in here. It has pigs, it has cows, it has chickens, it has roosters, it has shovels and rakes. And look at this cute little windmill, this big long chain link fence. This little faucet thing is very cute for the plumber in your life. But I have to say my favorite is probably this pig. Isn't he cute for a pig? And he even has a little bit of grass underneath his feet. And that pig does let the grass grow under his feet. It also has different words, farm fresh, and well, there's a little chain here you could hang something on. Well, and here's another one of my favorites. This little guy, this rooster. And if you love roosters, we have this huge rooster transfer that I am itching to create with. And it's just a fun transfer set. So much you can do with it. But what I thought I would do is I've been making a lot of these saws. I was fortunate enough that my daughter was able to find all these used, yucky kind of saws that have seen better days, and I'm repurposing them to make some home decor items. Now, if you don't want to do this chalking yourself, head on over to my Facebook page. Again, Stamp and Sue Creates Chalk Talk, and check out some of the other ones I've created. And if you want me to make one for you, I certainly can. Here's the back of this saw. It was, they're used, but I want to tell you, it's sharp because I almost cut my finger on it. What I did is I took some chalk paste and I painted it with a couple layers of that. I then used our wood paste to yesterday and put that on and buffed it off just to prepare the surface. If you buy the items from Couture, they're already done like that. They're ready to get started. So I was doing my alignment, and that's when I thought, put the video camera on. Let's videotape this and share it with people. So this was one transfer, and the two words were together to say farmhouse. But that didn't work for me. So I cut them apart. Heck, you can do that. It's your transfer. And I'm going to use, this is called custard. So it's not a white. The white is what I used on my previous one. Can you see the difference? It just is a little bit, and oops, sorry, there's a little hair on there. A little bit darker. Not an ivory, but just a shade bit darker than that. So let me get something to stir this with. And we're going to do this farmhouse. And yeah, I think this is going to make a really nice transfer. Now, when you first open it up, do you see how it is? It's kind of like, you know, I don't know if I did use this, but it's been about 2 weeks. So you want to stir this up. It should be the consistency of yogurt. If you find it's a little too thick, then grab yourself, this is a repurposed bottle that I used for eyeglass cleaner, and I cleaned it out well, and I just have some water in there. Start yourself off a little bit, because you can always add more water, but once you add too much, then, well, then you got to go the other route, and I believe they said cornstarch is what I said in my, oh, hello, Dollar Tree store. Spoons. That's better yet. I didn't want that thing on there. It's too hard to stir. I'm thinking maybe a little bit more. And I have my ceiling fan on, so I apologize if you feel it. I don't think you can. If you hear a little wooing in the back, that's my ceiling fan. It's like 90 degrees here today. And it's 4th of July, so happy 4th of July, everyone. What a better way to spend my 4th of July than doing some fun crafting, right? I'm going to utilize that little end of that plastic spoon. And again, this spoon was from the Dollar Tree, so came in a whole pack. I love Dollar Tree. Don't you love Dollar Tree? Alright, so I spread that on there, and then I'm going to go ahead and spread around my paste. Now don't worry, I'm not going to waste all this paste. I'm going to be a little bit careful going around here, but if you get something on there, let me just bring that closer to me. Because this is a washable paste, I went a little bit over because of how I cut that. You can just wipe that right off and it'll come right off. Even if it dried, it'll come right off. So I'm trying to work quickly because of this fan blowing. My chalk paste doesn't take long to dry. So I want to make sure I get it all covered well. And then I'm going to scooch off what's remaining. I just took a peek up. I want to make sure that y'all can see. And I kind of went off my transfer there, but again, I'm not worried because I can scoochy that off. Alright. Now I want to make sure I get this off. You're going to peel. Oh, I see a little bit. I need a little more help down here. You want to peel it off from the side. And be careful. It's a good thing it's washable. I'm very messy today. Oh, and here we go. Farmhouse. Alright, I'm going to lay that aside. Normally I would put that right in water. But I'm going to grab myself a baby wipe. I'm just going to wipe off some of this. See how easy that washes right off? So even if you didn't like this, you can go back. A little Q-tip would be good for this. You can go back and wipe the whole thing off and start over. Or if you're sick of it saying farmhouse, go ahead in there and clean it off and put something else down the road. I'm going to have to grab a little Q-tip to get that, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Alright. I'm going to use my heat tool just to make sure that that's dry, because you want to make sure, and don't worry about that. I'm going to go back in, and you can barely see that anyhow on camera. I'm going to go back in and clean that up a little bit. I just want to make sure this is dry, because where I'm going to do the form, it's going to kind of overlap a little bit. Now, if you don't have a Stampin' Up! Heat tool or a heat gun, just to dry this, you can use a hairdryer. That'll work just fine too. Make sure that that's dry. That feels dry to me. The worst case scenario is when I go to put my form on here and lift it off. If any of this transfer is touching it, it may lift off that previously pasted area. So it's no worries. I can go ahead and put my transfer back on there. Alright, you put your transfer on, smooth it out, and you're good to go. And again, these transfers can be used over and over and over again. And you may think that it looks a little light. That's how this transfer is made, to have imperfections. So this is a great transfer to start with. If you're into the formy type household things, or this would make a great gift. I did some with our vintage truck add-on, which has a canoe and all kind of fishing things and such like that. And I made one for a friend of mine. I didn't get it to him yet, but I'm gonna hang on. My daughter had the idea of hanging on some bobbers and fishing things to just decorate it up a little bit more. And I thought that was a great idea. And head on over to my Facebook page and you'll see it on there. It's really cute. I've done ones using this farmhouse transfer with the pig and the animals, and they came out just as cute. I don't know, down here, I know it's supposed to be made this way, but the ceiling fan is not helping me. Although it's helping me stay cool in this 90-degree weather here in Pennsylvania, it's not doing so well for my chalking. There we go. What do you think? Put that aside. I have to wash those, put them in water to clean them. I think that looks pretty good. I may want it to be a little bit darker, so after I finish this, I may go in and put the transfer back on and go back over the top of it again, I'm thinking. And maybe add a little character or something. Maybe one of the little roosters or chickens or things like that. So, alright everyone, thanks so much for joining me. Be sure to head on over to my Facebook page, Stampin' to Creates Chalk Talk, and I'll put a final picture when I'm all done with it. I could think some pretty raffia on the side, maybe some flowers. Well, I'll just show you the completed chalked piece, and then later on when I hit the Dollar Tree, where I love to get all of my little doohickey add-ons, I'll be able to spruce it up a little bit more. Alright everyone, thanks so much for joining me. Email me if you have any questions, stampitstocreates@gmail.com, and be more than happy to share with you more information on Couture, and or get you involved in how you too can host your own workshop. Have some friends over and let's make it a party. Alright everyone, have a great day, and it's 4th of July today, so happy Independence Day everyone. We'll talk to you all real soon. Bye for now.